Hi everyone, welcome back. We are finally here at the final structure deck for Sandbag for now. More cards will be coming out eventually. And this is the aggro structure deck, Soldier's Scheme. Alright, so first of all, Sandbag set. It's got 7 regular Sandbags, 0 deck cost, and you can discard non-Sandbag to add it from your discard pile to your hand. It's got 2 of the Paradigm Y01 variant Sandbags, which are 1 deck cost, and when discarded, you draw a card. It's got 5 of the Bro 2 variant Sandbags, which are 1 deck cost. You can equip them from your discard pile to one of your creatures and give it +1 in each stat, and when the creature is destroyed, this Sandbag would then get removed from the game. Honestly, having 5 of these is really huge because you can end up with a ton of them in your discard pile and just buff all your creatures whenever you need a little buff and take out anything, really. Or just have like a kind of backup late game strategy. And we've got 2 of the Sandbag Bro 2 variant, which is 2 deck cost. When your opponent's creature attacks, you can remove it from your discard pile and stop the attack, which actually surprisingly is really good for aggression because it stops them from taking out your attackers. Now for the location set, we have Luna Masika, which says neither player can play a location until the 4th turn that this is in play. Simplify it, it basically means your opponent can't play a location on their next turn, which is really good for just kind of being aggressive and slowing down your opponent's counter to your aggression. Then we've got the Village in Bro 2, which gives all soldiers +1 speed, and all non-soldiers get -1 speed. Almost all the creatures in this deck are soldiers. There are a few exceptions, but that's a pretty nice location. But honestly, the next location is just more or less better, and it's Bro 2, which gives all soldiers +1 in each stat, which is a really huge advantage. You do kind of want to save it for a really good moment, but now we've got the techs, and they're just the classic 3 shields. When your opponent attacks, discard it from your hand or remove it from your discard pile to take no damage. And the 3 ricochet railguns, which just say when your opponent attacks, you discard it from your hand, you remove 10 cards from your discard pile, and you destroy all enemy creatures. Now this deck actually, because it's such an aggressive deck, does not have a true boss card. Instead, you actually just run a lot of kind of fast to get out, pretty decent, strong cards so that you can really just be aggressive. So the closest to a boss card that you get really is the Yamigotakin Knight. You discard a creature from play to play it, and it's a soldier with 3/2/3. Then you also have 3 Luna Masikan Duelists, which you discard a non-Sandbag to play it. And when it attacks a creature, its attack is compared to the original defense of the target. So if your opponent has a creature that's buffed by a ton of abilities, this can still take it out, which basically ensures that your opponent can never just block you out of beating their cards. And it's a soldier 3/2/1, so really very easy to take out almost anything with it. It just might not stay on the board itself. Now you've got 3 Terran Swordmasters. You discard a Sandbag to play them, and they're a soldier 2/2/3. We've got even more vanillas here. Basically, just different stats. Sandbag Collector. You discard a Sandbag to play it, and it's a soldier 4/1/2, which is actually really good stats because 4 attack is really big. This card can really, I think, is one of the big pieces in the aggression of the deck. It can really allow you to just finish games early with just huge attacks right off the bat. Then you have 3 Detective Duos. You can discard a Sandbag to play it, and then your opponent has to reveal their hand when you play it. So that really can just give you the information you need to avoid falling into some bad trap. And then it's a soldier 2/3/1, so it's got the good speed so it can do damage. I'm just going to clear out these cards because the stack is getting pretty tall. I made these cards a little bit differently than the other cards. Now you are going to run one Ascendant Bomb, which just gets destroyed at the end of your turn. It's a machine 5/0/0, just to have like a little bit of something variety. Then you have 3 Terran soldiers. Start of your turn, you can discard a card, return it to your hand, and then a soldier 1/1/1. It's just a really nice and easy card that can't really go wrong. And then, honestly, we're getting to kind of the most important cards of the deck. You've got 3 Motorcycle Champions. This gives all your soldiers plus your other soldiers, that is, +1 speed, and it's a soldier 1/3/0. So first of all, even if this had no ability, it's got really good vanilla stats because 1/3/0 is pretty impressive. And second of all, giving all your other soldiers +1 speed is really just buffing your board. It goes a long way, but it might not go as long of a way as this next card, and that is Leader of the Charge, which gives all your other soldiers +1 attack. And it's a soldier 2/1/0, and basically this allows you to just honestly take out almost anything. Honestly, having such an easy to attack card on the board is also really helpful, but the buff to the attack of all your creatures is really just huge, and it can help you win the game early, or it can even just help you get rid of something that you can't get out of. And believe it or not, we're finally here at the last 3 cards, and those are your cheaper cards. Traveler from Bro 2, which allows you to simply draw a card at the end of your turn, and it's a soldier 1/1/1. So thanks for watching. Do make sure to check out the other structure decks, and in the future I may be posting less videos just because I have shown all the cards that have been released so far. But hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, and if I start slowing down with the videos, you'll still know when they release. Thanks for watching.